The Xbox is off to yet another slow start trying to launch a brand new console with first-party compelling and blockbuster exclusive content, not quite ready for the new Xbox Series X and Series S consoles. While Xbox tech and developers work into a rhythm of optimization and brand new features for the new consoles, 2020 is quickly coming to a close and Xbox Game Studios has a ton of brand new games ready to officially start the generation of Xbox. And this is what to expect in the year 2021. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for checking out this video on the channel. I have a ton of games to show you. One disclaimer is that all of these games are coming to the Xbox platform, which means they will only launch on Xbox and PC. So if you end up enjoying this content, like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified of weekly content. And let's take a look at the unique and exclusive games we have coming to Xbox in 2021. Xbox Game Studios is made up of 23 studios with over 30 teams working on multiple games, new IPs, and enduring franchises set to offer several games each and every year to serve the console, PC, and a growing number of Xbox Game Pass subscribers. Looking at the 30-some games in the works and some being supported right now, there is a great lineup of games coming in the next year alone that will bring the platform out of the Xbox has no games mantra, something it has deservedly had for over 5 years. The following are in no particular order and showing as much gameplay as possible. Bloober Studio has been working on a brand new dual-world thriller in the medium, interconnecting the haunting world of the living with the nightmarish truth of the afterlife as you take control of Marianne as she tries to control the simultaneous reality of now and the spirit world. Her psychic abilities may also be used against hostile forces that are recharged by interacting with energy spots called spirit wells. The medium was due to release in December of this year and has been delayed to January 2021. Crossfire X is a collaborative effort between the massive Chinese developer Smilegate and Remedy Studios to create a blockbuster single-player first-person shooter campaign with a highly competitive online multiplayer shooter that is the modern iteration of what Counter-Strike was in the early 2000s. Crossfire X single-player consists of several operations. Each operation includes several episodes. At launch, there would be 2 operations available. The story explores a global conflict between Blacklist and Global Risk, 2 private military factions. Crossfire X is a free-to-play online shooter with a paid campaign coming to Xbox first in 2021. Flight Simulator was finally announced at the 2020 Game Awards for Xbox. This is an Xbox Series S and X exclusive for console, not coming to the Xbox One family, except for console game streaming on xCloud. Flight Simulator is a hugely impressive global scale game that is one of the highest rated games on Xbox in recent years. The game promises incredible visuals and steady performance on next generation hardware and will take Xbox gamers across the planet in a way a console game has never done before. Coming this summer, 2021. Tunic is an isometric adventure dungeon crawler with the anthropomorphic fox. Around the game's world, interacting with objects and fighting enemies. The game is structured similar to The Legend of Zelda, with progress limited to certain areas of the game world until the player has collected a new weapon or ability for Tunic to use. Puzzles and world exploration open up new opportunities for gear and loot in this charming and promising indie game from a singular creator, coming the summer of 2021 to Xbox. Echo Generation is a turn-based combat mixed with some real-time action in a story that follows kids discovering and battling supernatural phenomena in their hometown a la Stranger Things, with sprite-based visuals matching 16-bit styling with modern depth of field and striking visuals from Coco Cucumber. Echo Generation is coming to Xbox Series consoles in the first year in 2021. The Gunk might not look like much at first, but the developers behind it waited for the Xbox Series consoles to fully realize this game that has you vacuuming alien slime, blocking flora and fauna from your path, and exploring a world of colorful extraterrestrial danger. Harvesting Gunk is at first a profiteering affair, but you'll soon discover it's the only way to save this new planet. The Gunk is coming to Xbox in 2021. Second Extinction is a 3-player online co-op first-person shooter brought to us by Avalanche Studios. Mutated dinosaurs have killed off most of humanity, and you will return from the safety of space to Earth to fight in intense missions with class-based combat with automatic weapons to take back the planet and drive away these new prehistoric threats. Coming this holiday thanks to smart delivery to Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles. Scorn is an atmospheric first-person horror game set in a nightmarish universe of odd forms and somber tapestry. Inspired by H.R. Giger's Bone, Blood, and Industrial mix in this horrific first-person shooter, one of the most strange, visceral games coming to the Xbox, a timed exclusive on Xbox made to only run on the next-generation power of the Xbox Series consoles, expected to release in late 2021. Exomecha is one of the most sought-after shooters coming to Xbox, drawing the most eyes to its high-grade, shining, reflective visuals and visceral first-person shooter combat. Exomecha is a free-to-play title pitting soldiers and giant mechs against each other in the jungle, beachhead, and other exotic maps with mech tanks and robot beasts in the combat arena, coming to the Xbox platform on Xbox Live in 2021. The Ascent is a solo and co-op isometric action RPG set in a cyberpunk world. The mega corporation that owns you and everyone, the Ascent Group, has just collapsed. Confusion and chaos ensue, security and order are in disarray, and without protection, everyone is left to fend for themselves. A twin-stick shooter with fast-paced action and bright visuals showcasing the performance and quick response of the new hardware. The Ascent is coming to Xbox in 2021. Chorus, a space shooter set to showcase 4K 60 ray trace visuals on the Xbox Series X. In Chorus, you take control of Nara on a quest to destroy the dark cult that created her, unlock devastating weapons and mind-bending abilities in an evolution of the space combat shooter. Along with Forsaken, her sentient starfighter, explore ancient temples, engage in zero-G combat, and venture beyond Waken reality. The game is being developed by Deep Silver Fish Labs and has a release date for 2021 for Xbox. Stalker II is an open world and one of the biggest, seamless open worlds to date. Stalker II will feature an epic, non-linear story filled with radiation, mutants, and anomalies. It is yours to explore. All choices across the way will not only define your own epic story, but influence the future itself. The Chernobyl exclusion zone is a unique, dangerous, and ever-changing environment. It promises a lot. The artifacts of unbelievable value can be yours if you dare to claim them. The price you may pay, on the other hand, is no less than your own life. Coming to Xbox in 2021. Forza Horizon 5 has been rumored to remain in the development pattern from Playground Studios to come out every 2 years, but the team was given extra time. The whispers that the next Horizon Festival would take place in Tokyo is becoming closer to reality with leaked maps and work in progress. With the inclusion of Game Pass, it would make sense for Forza Horizon to be worked out to become an interconnected, expansive game with one new base game to work from and a massive fast travel set of maps added each year or every 2 years with expansions included with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Forza Horizon 5, or Forza Horizon Festivals, is likely coming in 2021. Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. Fight together with your friends against hordes of enemies in this new Left 4 Dead-like experience. From the developers of the best-selling and award-winning co-op action franchise, Vermintide. Darktide is a visceral 4-player co-op action game set in the Hive city of Tertium. In the depths of the Hive, the seeds of corruption threaten an overwhelming tide of darkness. A heretical cult known as the Admonition seeks to seize control of the planet, Atoma Prime, and lay waste to its inhabitants. It is up to you and your allies in the Inquisition to root out the enemy before the city succumbs to chaos. Coming to Xbox in 2021. Halo Infinite has been one of the biggest games for Xbox due to release in 2020, but has been delayed an entire year to upgrade every single aspect of the visuals, from wear and tear on the world, pop-in, level of detail, and fully fleshed out enemies and characters to deliver a true AAA Halo that fans deserve, with a large, spacious, open world ready for creative and responsive combat and exploration, coming back to what made Halo a flagship franchise for Xbox. Multiplayer beta testing starts in summer 2021 with the full release of the campaign set for fall 2021. Wolfenstein's final trilogy is reportedly in the works for Machine Games in the acquisition of ZeniMax and Bethesda into Xbox Game Studios. The last in this series for BJ Blazkowicz will continue his journey with a newly realized creation of this juggernaut, first-person shooter with hard-hitting emotions and visceral gunplay. Expect to see an announcement for the next Wolfenstein in holiday 2021 for Xbox. Finally, Starfield. This is a universe-wide space opera RPG from Bethesda, the first new IP in 25 years from the team behind Fallout. Little has been seen and none of the game has been shown outside of these screenshots of the game showing spacecraft and explorable space. Starfield will surprise and shock Xbox fans when it is shown for the first time next year for a possible release for holiday 2021, only on Xbox. Xbox had a rough start for the generation with low-performing multiplats, few to no first-party exclusives outside of Gears Tactics and the Falconeer. But soon 2020 will be over and we will be heading into 2021 with the 17 games coming in the first year shown today. Xbox has a variety of genres ready to go next year and long overdue for the platform, offering the most value, the most variety, and once developers are familiar with the new hardware features, these new 2021 games will set a benchmark for console gaming, but most importantly, deliver what the platform has been needing for many years. Big games for a big platform, and it all starts in 2021. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for watching. I can't believe how many games are coming to Xbox next year, and in my opinion, about 10 or 11 of those look absolutely perfect for me, and it looks like there is something there for everyone. As for the two Bethesda games, Wolfenstein and Starfield, I'm predicting that we will see both of those games, and I'm pretty confident that Todd Howard wants to show Starfield late next year for a holiday release in 2021. But we'll see. I've certainly been wrong before, but the rest of these 17 games are slated for 2021 by publishers and by Xbox. It looks very promising. I've been busy sinking well over 25 hours into Cyberpunk, and I just wanted to say that the game looks a bit subpar at times on Xbox Series X, but sometimes it looks absolutely gorgeous. But most importantly, the game is completely addicting, fun, and the most incredible story-based game I've played in a long time. I just keep playing it, and the earliest I'm hearing that we'll see a next-generation patch is March 2021. Remember, right now we are just playing a back-and-pat Xbox One X version of the game with very little performance raw from the new Xbox Series X, but I'm still totally hooked. If you ended up enjoying this video and learning something about the new games to look forward to, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. I tried to cut in just the best gameplay footage available for each of these games, as I do to try and make the best visual presentation so we can learn about what's coming down the line for gaming. Add me on Xbox Live and Twitter at Colteastwood. You can join the Patreon or join the channel below and enter into monthly giveaways and get early access to each of my videos about half a day before they go up on the channel. So tell me, what game are you most excited about that you saw today? Put it in the comment section. Let's hear your opinion. Keep it civil. Make your voice heard. And as always, please be nice.